Over the last few weeks, people in Chicago have been left scratching their heads. Many have been seeing what appears to be a giant insect-like humanoid flying over the city. The most recent witness stated that while walking outside they happened to gaze up at the Willis Tower. What caught their eye was a flying humanoid. It was then they realised the flying humanoid was standing on top of the tower. The witness noted the being was approximately 6 to 7 feet tall and had wings. As he watched the being, they jumped off the building, stretched out their wings and began to fly away. As the mysterious being began to fly away, the witness managed to get a slightly closer look at them. They described the wings as being pointed in shape to look similar to a moth's wings. They then went on to say the body was a dark green colour and reminded him of a praying mantis. This is the 17th time that a witness has come forward about this particular unusual sighting in Chicago in the past year. The majority of the sightings have taken place in the lakefront area close to Lake Michigan. All of the witnesses have reported seeing this creature in the evening. The previous witness described the unknown creature as having large bat wings with human-like features. Another witness said the following: "While walking home with my friend, I saw a creature flying high in the sky. I didn't take much notice of it, but as it got lower we could see it was huge. The only way I can describe it is it looked like a giant owl or bat. The wings on this thing look huge, bigger than the average human. I tried to take some photos, but it was late at night and you couldn't make out what was there. After telling some friends, they said it was most probably a bird, but this thing didn't look like a bird. I still have no idea what we witnessed." Due to the insect description, some think it could be Mantis Man. Mantis Man is a bug-like creature that's been reported in New Jersey. This cryptid mostly resembles a praying mantis. The Mantis Man has been sighted near bodies of water. What's odd is that the praying mantis doesn't usually spend their time in water. They usually spend their time on leaves and in the forest. In all of the reports, the Mantis Man doesn't harm anyone. It's likely afraid of the people who encounter it because it seems to always run away when they get close. The police report tells that another person, Mr. Strickler, saw the Mantis Man in a riverbank. He said the following: "I saw something strange a few weeks ago on the river near my home here in New Jersey. I was driving home from the local store, and as I drove near the bridge over the river, I noticed to my left something standing in the river just off the south bank. I slowed the car and looked closer. It wasn't a person and it was transparent like with a weird shape. It moved slowly towards the bank and into the trees. I drove further so I could see it coming out of the trees. That's the last I saw of it. It was tall, 8 foot or so, and it had long thin arms hanging off of it. The colour was pale brown but I could see through it. The head was small compared to the body. I mentioned it to a co-worker and he gave me the strangest look. We went back to his computer and he brought up the local town's forum with the Mantis Man witness. People claim that the Mantis Man may have been an experiment gone wrong, and someone who couldn't control it set it free near the river. Some think the witnesses could have seen a Mothman. The first recorded Mothman sighting took place on the 12th of November 1966. This was near West Virginia. 5 men were in a cemetery when they saw something they couldn't explain. Lifting off in a nearby tree was a brown-winged creature. The men held to the fact that what lifted off beyond the trees was no bird. It was a humanoid. The creature was sighted in many places across West Virginia and the surrounding states, but the largest number of sightings happened in the old West Virginia Ordnance Works, an area now known by the locals as the TNT area. The area is riddled with abandoned tunnels, most of which have collapsed, been sealed off or become flooded with water. A wildlife sanctuary now encompasses the area. In 1979, fishermen in the TNT area reported that chemicals had been left to seep into the ponds, causing it to be labelled an environmental disaster. By the year 1983, the TNT area was among the country's most polluted sites. It was here in the TNT area on the 15th of November 1966, 3 days after the first sighting took place, that 2 young couples would encounter this bizarre creature. They were driving through the area around midnight when one of them noticed 2 large glowing red eyes in the darkness. This was beside the Old North power plant. They soon learned that these eyes belonged to something that looked human. The creature was around 7 feet tall and had wings. After stopping the car, the couples inspected the creature. The four realised immediately their spectacle was no ordinary bird. The true horror began, however, when the creature spread its wings and pursued them down Highway 62 to the Point Pleasant city limits at speeds exceeding 100 miles per hour. Although this encounter is frightening, some have suggested the descriptions fit the Sandhill crane, the second largest American crane, which stands almost as high as a man and has a wingspan of more than 7 feet. These types of sightings sound incredible, but unfortunately no photographs or videos of the creatures have been put forward. This doesn't necessarily discredit the sightings themselves, but it makes it much harder to pinpoint what witnesses are seeing. So what do you guys think? What could this creature be that people are witnessing? Let me know your theories in the comments. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.